You know what? Let's roll the dice. We are going big with this deck. So let's see what's the best card we'll get from each deck. Opponent's oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Let's see what we roll. Maybe we'll get some removal or something. We'll see. We want to make sure that their next turn will be... I really need some good creature. This was what I was thinking about. Alright, this is huge. This is huge. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today deck that goes either very big or goes home, and I'll tell you, usually it just goes big, because we have Breach the Multiverse and Etali, Primal, Conqueror, and those cards really put some pressure on your opponent, and together with a lot of other creatures like Atsushi and Fleshgorger, that is very useful for staying alive against mono red, but also late game when you cast Breach, it's a great target for just, you know, stabilizing fully. Your opponent will have so many threats to choose from, and for our early game we have a lot of sweepers, removal, so you know we stay alive basically, and with Collector's Vault, Celestus and Big Score we can ramp into the 7-drop way faster than normally. Alright guys, let's be honest, you want some dinosaurs, you want some breaches, so we will go directly into the sweet action, and if you aren't subscribed, maybe this is the day. So have fun guys and enjoy. Alright guys, we're on the draw. Man, I love those lands. Whenever I see 2 land there, it's like, man, will I get mana screwed? But with this, I know I won't. So we seem to be against control. Oh man, this is the card. You want this big score and you want to sneak it when they tap out. But you need good care for this. We didn't get Collector's Vault. I mean, this will be a rough game, especially that they're on the play, so we cannot out-tempo them. We need to kind of outvalue them, which is way harder. I'm going with Celestus. They probably should counter it. Alright, so this is this version. So it's a lower value version, but they still have enough. I wonder if that's the version with 4 Jaces, the one I've been playing. Then you have double flanker, and that's kind of it. Alright, as you can see, it's very easy to flip Celestus against those kind of decks. But we still seem to get mana screwed. Celestus can be important if they kill it later, like with the March right now. This is the first time they have 4 mana, so it's 3 mana white March, and they might be just waiting for the end step, so they don't tap out. So this Celestus can be important. So let's go with the Brotherhood's War. That's really bad. That's horrible. I can play the Vault. And if they don't counter it, I mean, I'll take it. If they don't counter it, we can get the treasure. If they counter it, we have go for the throat on this one, so we still get something. I could try to hit my land right now. But man, bad things are happening at the end step. If they didn't react to it, I think this would be the Emperor or something. Are you the Emperor? Yep, it feels like an Emperor. Oh, so it was the March. You know what? I'll take it. That's really good for us. We still got the ramp, we still got the cycling, we still got the land. I need 1 removal for sure. I will take the risk. If they, like, I don't think they have double March. They might, but this is the risk I'm taking. Like, it's not like without Celestus we cannot win, and it should probably survive. Right, so now we have big score mana. That's super important. So now every time they tap out, we punish them, and we are getting to those 7 drops. I'll take it. This is a good card. I probably need this land as well. I could be casting Fleshgorgers, but this is not how you win. Like, they're a little bit short on mana, and we need to take full advantage of it. We can also kill this at the end step. Or just get Mirrex. Man, getting Mirrex is actually insane. If they don't want to tap out, we'll force them. Oh yeah, at some point they will have to tap out. And we're at, what, 6-7 mana already, that's really good. I cannot double spell, right? So 4 and 2. I don't want to burn treasure, so I'm always counting the real mana I have. And if they think they can kill us with this, they are not in their right mind. They drew a land, so the play for the turn is a land. Nothing since the last turn changed. They passed the last turn, so they will pass this one as well. And I mean, I'm punishing it. And they cannot really go Emperor or something, because then we have a full reign over the turn. And those tokens will be a problem, and they will force our opponent to tap out for a Sunfall or a Lockdown. And we just force them to play like this. My cards are pretty decent. Oh, so that's your strategy. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. I think I'll take the damage. We have also Celestus, so it's even less scary. That was a weird stop. No way they play Mana Pierce, right? Or Spell Pierce. No way. I don't love Atsushi, but I don't love Fleshgorger even more. I don't want to tap out very heavily here. Here it is. Here it is. Alright. And we double spelled, which is great. That means we can cycle all the lands and Sokenzans, and we can just go into the good stuff. You know what? I think we are really giving him a fight here. I just wish I had more Mirrex tokens. That's the only difference. I could get Sokenzan, but I don't think it's worth it. Double trigger. Absolutely love it. Alright. Man, moment he taps out, he will so regret it. Let's start attacking. Up to 5. I think they have a sweeper and they try to lowball it. If we play Etali, it will get countered. We don't have caverns yet. We could go Atsushi, and then we can still use Mirrex, so it's not the worst. That really forces a Sunfall. I need to force the Sunfall on this turn. If they force us to pay, I will just not use Mirrex. I'll take it. This is pretty much a sacrificial play, so I can force a sweeper, so I can play Etali on the next turn. That's my plan. Alright. We could get... Man, do we have enough mana? No. So they kinda wanted us to play something, because they really wanted to cycle those cards. So that wasn't as perfect. I could play Big Score, but man, my draw is pretty good. I don't want to discard those. I need him to tap out, and for this we need Mirrex. I will actually burn one of the treasures to activate it. Like, they can stall for a moment, but it won't go forever. Like, they need to tap out. I think they want to go for 7 mana, so they can Sunfall and no more lies or something like it. But look, man, at some point you have to tap out. Emperor time? That will be 4 mana. March. Alright. That's not very efficient. They're up to 7. So this is a Leafa on the next turn. I don't need to play into it, man. And my cards are so good, I don't want to cycle them. Man, I might cast Big Score on Etali, because that's how powerful the draw is right now. Memory Deluge, alright. They're really patient, which makes the game harder. I honestly hoped and expected them to misplay faster, but they're really like knowing what they're doing. Normally a lot of players will just tap out the sea, they keep the counter spell mana. But that means we can go with new Mirrex token. And I'm not sure if they can survive the onslaught. We also have more Mirrexes, so we may draw more. Let's go for this play. I think it's good. Let's play the land. We get more with the Big Score, I guess. Let's get to 8 and see if they react. Moment they tap out, they're in some serious trouble. Okay. This is a good card to, you know, to Big Score basically. If I play this, they will counter it, right? So then I have 6 mana. That's not enough. 4, 7. So if I play Etali, no more lies doesn't do it. But then I lose the Mirrex pressure, and I think this is what they're looking for. I honestly think they want this play. Flanker. Alright. Let's give them the choice. So this can prevent one of the tokens, but we are getting extra one basically. I really don't want to discard those. I want a lot of mana because they have mana-based counter spells, so it's very useful overall. I want to keep this Mirrex going. This really puts them like on edge. If we want to big score, this is the turn, but man, I think we can just try to go with Mirrex, force them to, you know, get a bad play. This is Memorder's turn, so we need to start pressuring right now. This creates 3 turns in a row of a lot of pressure, but I would love to hit Mirrex on top of Etali every turn. Alright, they have a lot of mana, not so many cards, so their options might be limited. Man, this will be a hard game. Alright. See, they are really conscious, always keeping this one counter spell. But I hope we can force, so they need to activate this token, because they will go to 9 and that's a really bad situation to be in. So I think they will activate this, and then we can cast our big stuff. Do I want to go? If I discard Etali, they know exactly how powerful my hand is. So I think I wait for the bedrock. And this is actually a really good one. Alright, do you want to go to 9? Which means that every end step you are... Man, they're actually going for it. I'm impressed, I'll be honest. I'm kinda impressed. So... I need to tap out differently. The tapper will get us. Sorry, I need the manual taps. You know that the big stuff is coming. Because the tapper doesn't want to use treasures. I think it will get countered. If I draw Cavern of Swords, it's better to cast the Breach. But Etali, I think, is a little bit less powerful. So if they counter it, it's better to get Etali countered. Yep. And because they had only 3 mana, I want to pressure them, because they cannot draw cards, because they don't have enough mana for the spree. And I can still use the Mirrex, which is huge. Because the Mirrex right now forces an instant lethal, basically. This is how you play against control. See, like, they have more value than us, but we can pressure them harder, and the fact that they have Mirrex, is that the time? Alright, this is a little bit scary. I think they might... Alright, that's fine. It might mean that they are dead, because this doesn't defend them against what we have. They just don't know it. This is why this, you know, this tapping was so important. I think we won, but let's make sure that it works. And this is the problem while being on 9 poison. They need this card to be an instant removal, otherwise they lose. Easy. Absolutely easy. But you know what? Even though it looks great. Oh, I should Edict. I should Edict. That was... Okay, that was huge. That was really bad play by me. Sorry, guys. This might lose the game. Because they might top deck another Jace and it will be enough for 36 cards. So that was a big blunder. Let's see if they go for -2 or the creature. If they go for creature, they lost. Alright, good choice. And this guy really plays very well. He knows exactly what we have. However, oh no, if I breach, I'm 25 cards. So maybe we just go Etali. I normally would go for breach because it hits better from their deck. If we go Etali... Alright, that's a hard one. If I made Edict, we would have 0 problems right now, but I messed up absolutely. And he has a lot of life, but a lot of poison, so we want to go with Mirrex plan. We have only 5 mana outside of it. I don't want to mill myself. So 18 cards. I mean, we don't die if we cast this. But I cannot mill him, so I don't see much sense. We want to make sure that their next turn will be... I really need some good creature. This was what I was thinking about. Alright, this is huge. This is huge. Now they need some insane top decks. I'm not sure how it works, honestly. I don't think I have enough mana, right? Just... I don't want to risk a counter or something, man. Alright, for science. Can I pay it? No. Alright. Alright, so we decline. Alright, now we know. And we have a lot of good creatures right now. This can create a blocker, but if we can kill the Emperor, I mean, shouldn't make a difference. We keep it, okay, we keep it for big score maybe. No, no, we won't get to the big score. The game is too close right now. We don't need it now, we already played double Etali. It's not a bad card, but it's not good either. Alright, and the last, do we go for Edict? It doesn't change much. It doesn't change as much. We can always kill a creature. Sure, I will take the extra card. We are still above 30. Okay, that was a dead draw. Good cycle. And if they cast Marauders, they probably cannot do much. So they need an actual top deck right now, or they lose. If I played Edict when I should, so when they cast Damper, so I can force this, that would be a really good play. Well. I think this is the best moment to go for it. Let's go for a Planeswalker, right? Because that means that they cannot use the Emperor. She can only use the, you know, at instant speed when she enters the battlefield on the same turn. So right now it is just a Planeswalker. So he needs to draw Jace right now. I mean, listen, if I lose to this is my pure mistake. This Edict should force a Jace to be dead. And they need those cards, man. I don't think anything but Jace wins. Well, Sandfall wins, I guess. Oh, they really don't like this Mirrex, huh? They really don't like this Mirrex. 32 cards. So I don't think it makes any difference, right? It will be 33 mil. So it's not that they want this kind of play. They could do it without me. It actually only gives me mana. Alright, show me what is the last card, because we should be winning. Especially that we also have Vents, right? Right, so how do we do it? They can activate one of the creatures, basically. They could draw Emperor, of course. They're really checking their card like it does something. What do you do? Oh, that many poison counters? It doesn't seem bad, but then they can just Emperor this. So if this is an Emperor and I transform, I will lose probably. I probably want to hit Jace. That will make game much easier. Or I can go for exact lethal, but they can just block with this, right? So this will be 5, 12, 14, so we cannot kill them right now. Not with the cards we have. We can... Okay, so we can risk it's not an Emperor, and then that we will win. It could be worth it, right? Sorry, I need to think, guys, because even if he has the Emperor, it doesn't mean he wins the game on the next turn, and we can still win later. And if he doesn't have the Emperor, I think we win on the spot, right? This has Trample. You know what? You didn't see it. We go big with this deck. Let's see it. I might really regret it, but I'm going with it. We have so little ways to play this. Did they really draw top deck removal? Wow. They actually did. Alright. Alright. So, we go with this for, I guess, extra life. It doesn't super matter. But we kill Jace. Okay, this is an interesting draw. We need to kill Jace on this turn, because we know they cannot prevent it. Alright. And that means this is unlocked for the next turn. So even if they had the perfect card, which, man, I really hope they won't, we do not draw it. Alright, so let's decline. I don't want to... Like, we know that the next top deck is good, so we don't need to cycle land or anything. And they're going for Marauders, which will tax their mana super hard. So they will get really good power spike, but they cannot use it on the next turn, and that's a big problem. Also, Virtue, they know we can remove this blocker, so they actually need another top deck. Man, I hope you appreciate the Etali Primal Sickness, you know, gameplay. This is a really good play, man, for them. Oh my god, they really never whiff, huh? They just never whiff. If I hit Jace, I cannot mill them. Not with one. Because we can assume this mills 10 cards and we will probably hit the Jace from their deck, so it's 25 cards. Alright, so we need to kill this guy and then go with the Fleshgorger, but man, this is really good for them. Let's go with the map token. Because we really want to get it to 2-2. Of course we want. Alright, cool. A bit of a problem for sure. So we definitely will play this. No questions asked. And how do we play this, man? I could breach the multiverse, but I'm a little bit scared that I'm milling myself. So this will be 18. I guess it isn't enough. I could hit the Emperor and then I give first strike to this, so they need to sacrifice one of the creatures, but soon they will recover. This is my last moment to make plays. I can get Etali. I would love to just draw Brotherhood's War and win the game on the spot. Well, not really, because we don't have poison. Okay, I really think we want to get some answers. We should also hit a land. Not the draw I wanted. Not the draw I wanted. I think that we're losing it, man. Like the opponent is absolutely slipping away. Like we had Lifar for like 4 turns nearly in a row, but he just has all the top decks, man. He was twice dead if he doesn't draw the card, and he drew the card twice. So how can we fight it? I don't want to overdraw, honestly. If I play the Fleshgorger, I can force him to draw a sweeper, I guess. I think this is the next best play. That's it. I don't want to burn those treasures. They're super important overall. Alright, he got a small memory, so now he can get the answers without tapping out. Man, like, he knows how to draw. He's also playing excellent game. And I also misplayed on the Jace heavily, and that put us super behind, I think. So a rough game. I definitely could play it better. So let's see if we get punished. So he can use... Well, Mirrex doesn't matter. He needs a sweeper right now, because he cannot really target the Fleshgorgers. Like 8 damage means that this one kills. Easy, man. Every turn he just gets the card that wins him. And this is the moment to get Jace. Alright, I think we cast this, we get Jace. This is the last turn when we have, you know, good situation. Okay, here's the Jace. See? We still managed to do it, but man, it was way closer than it should. I told you, 25 cards is the magical number. 10 for the Breach, 15 for Jace, especially that they have to play more than one, so you know that you have high chance of hitting one when they are left with so few cards. Alright, so we don't really have any ramp. We might get there with the Theater, but we have the Fleshgorger, so I'll take it. Like, that should be a decent start. We probably want the big score or something like it, so we can ramp into, you know, our 7 drops. But let's see. Land is okay. We actually need some. Alright, so we will try to keep removing stuff. Maybe then soften them up, we'll burn down the house or something. We'll see. We probably want to kill every creature they play for a while. We also want to be ahead. I mean, listen, this could draw us Etali at some point. So I probably will pay myself and just go with this. I think it's worth it. I want to have something in the board, so if they play a creature, I kill it, and I get, you know, the lifelink, so that will buy us a lot of time. Seraph is okay. Man, I'm so happy I just go for the throat on this one. I didn't realize it would be so important. Maybe we really go for the war. Let's go. So we can actually try to raise them with this. Alright, let's go. That's not how I expected this game to go, but man, this is a really good deal. If we can start hitting them with 2 of them, that's insane, especially the next turn is burn down the house. So I'm not sure if they can lifelink quick enough. We will see. We probably bitter triumph one of them. The draws are not perfect so far, but when those die, Oh, right. So I can kill both of them in a way. Yeah, I'll try. I think this is a good deal. So they will probably double block. Then we... Alright. They aren't going for it. Okay. We could also sweep the board, but I don't think it's good. So I think we'll Bitter Triumph. And when they finally die, we Takenuma and get it back as a 7 mana version. And that could be the killing blow. Alright. There is also an arc. Let's see how they play. If they make a 2-drop, Burn Down the House is just simply better, I guess. Alright. They are lifelinking a lot. I didn't expect they would draw triple Seraph. That's one of the setups that can actually raise us. I thought there would be one, so our worms will just prevail, especially with Burn Down the House. I think we go like this. Do we play a sweeper? We absolutely pay life. But do I play a sweeper against this? Or we try to raise it? I'm not sure about it, but we can just start the game and at some point we'll draw a 7-drop and that should win us the game on the spot. So I think we'll just try to play the whole game with this and then we will see. Alright, when it is back. You know what, with this yeah, we are going Burn Down the House. Especially that they are getting the big version of the deck, of the card. We just need one land and then like Etali or Breach. So I think we will go with this. They still need to double block, so they still lose a creature because of the menace. And that means we got the lifelink. And that's a big one. So we are kind of both reset. His draw was pretty good against our strategy, but right now they need to kill us from nothing and our top decks will overall be better. Okay. And as you can, man, I just don't want to cycle this. You know what? We are, oh, they will have a lifelink on this one, right? So this will be a 4/5 lifelink. 5 or more, yep. So I won't kill them with this. I think it has to be the big score. Moment we hit Breach, we win the game. Because we cannot race against this. Man, every single creature he played this game was a lifelinker, basically. But to be absolutely honest, I think we draw one more card, because this is a really good card overall. Okay, that's a draw. My point is that I want to burn down the house to get 2 for 1. But man, my draws are pretty decent. I don't want to discard any of those. Like, I want to draw a land or something, so big score gives us very good value. And because we have 25 life, we can absolutely get there. I don't need to kill him with racing, like my deck is stronger. Alright, he didn't play the second thing. Interesting. I mean, that means he needs 2 turns to threaten us again. Maybe they have more, you know, glamours. I need to be careful of this. I'm not used to playing around this card. Alright. Alright. Interesting one. I still don't want to exalt. Man, our rolls are kinda good. What? Non-token. At the beginning of the... Alright, so it will be on this turn. Alright. I think we have this game. I'll be honest, my draw is a little bit too good, so there's nothing I want to discard, basically. We might... So if he doesn't play this one, Virtue of Loyalty. Right, this really screams burn down the house, right? But we'll see, we'll see. The point is, I might not draw anything. I can play this and get 2 lands from the top. And then it won't feel like such a great play anymore. This will go at 6 toughness probably, so this will be a problem, because they will play this. Alright, you got your 4 damage. I really hope they don't play it, and they really will. So this goes around our stuff right now. That's a big issue. That's a really big issue. I think now we are going with the big scores. I can kill this and this, but this will take over the game. very quickly. So I just need to go with it, I think. And with another big score, we are kinda guaranteed to draw something. Alright. So we killed the big guy. Not the perfect draw, but I think we can live with it. Alright, and now we are getting to the part where we have big stuff. 7/5 lifelinker can get probably like enough value. I can burn the treasure, and then I can still cast another 7-drop that gives me the card for the big score. I think it's absolutely worth it. I hope he doesn't have some removal, because he can pay the ward. And then we'll be a bit of, you know, we'll be in trouble a little bit. If we draw the second land, we will discard one of them to the big score, so it's fine. And that's the 4th Seraph already. Like really, he really gets a good lifelink draw here. But it probably isn't enough, at least not now. Alright, here we go, here we go. I think we start with this, honestly. Let's go with this, because we'll get another draw on the next turn. You're a dinosaur, right? Just making sure. Let's see what we roll. Maybe we'll get some removal or something, we'll see. Alright, well, you know what, I'll take it. Let's go for the 7/5 maybe. And you know what, let's go for the bat, because why not? But I think my creatures are a little bit better. Even if they trade, like we can go around them. Right? And this, well, this is just a 1/1, it's still a creature that can block the Seraph, so, you know, I'll take it. They're trying to race us. Let's go for now. Like, I can do it on the next turn, but if he draws something, I might not get this occasion later. So let's make sure that we get the stuff. Man, this is actually a pretty close game, I'll be honest. Oh man, this destroys the Seraph. That's actually really okay. I think this wins us. Okay, let's make sure this is a 7-drop. So let's get all the red mana, because the artifacts will die. Oh no, this is also... Oh, right, sir. This is the same as our Fleshgorger, right? It's 6 mana cost. So I guess we just play Atsushi then. Okay, we need to pressure them a lot. And this is actually close to lethal. They need to block with everything, I believe. Because they need 5 creatures in total to block all of those 3 creatures. And they're at 14. Everything attacks for 7. So they need, you know, to block 2 of them. So one has to go for Etali. Which one we kill? Probably this one. Because it's better when it's blinked. So they lost nearly the whole board, and they're in the lethal range. I kept it in case they block somehow, so, you know, it can kill something, but not the case here, not the case here. And with Atsushi, it's even harder. Don't forget they can attack every single turn and still untap with the Virtue, so they can be very aggressive. But man, the Fleshgorgers are too strong. Man, that was a true life-linking battle, but we came ahead. Alright, so this will be a bit of a rough hand, because we are on the draw, but we have Collector's Vault, so that should solve a lot of problems. So we start with the Vents, of course, so we go around, and I mean, we have 3 removal, and if we can get 2 lands and 2 big score and Etali, I mean, it could go like really great. Alright, our opponent is ramping, we will be ramping, but he's on the play, so he's a little bit better player. Let's see if we can go around it. Drawing this land is really good. If we can draw lands naturally into big score, like we have serious ramp. And so is our opponent, man. He literally cannot ramp more. Right. Yeah, we definitely go with the Vault. I need to have 4 mana on the next turn and preferably have a land so we can ramp into Etali and Breach. The cool part about it, man, they will start already attacking. I have 3 lands to his 7 because he's on the play with a ramp every single turn. Well, that's it. So we don't have as much time. I still want to cycle card more than anything else. Worst case, we can use 4 mana on some of the turns, but we need to start getting good stuff. Virtue is probably not amazing here, just because it doesn't hit any of the creatures. Right. Alright, you know what? Maybe we can tank it. I have a land for the next turn. And then we big score. Alright, good one. Listen. It's pretty okay. We will get a lot of damage, man. But we need to big score into Breach, right? And I think that if he ramps so hard, he probably has a lot of good creatures. I really don't want to get this damage. This could be rough. I'm not sure what they have, but they should have something strong. Probably Etali, honestly, because they have red for something. Sorry, bro. That's a rough one. We could also just go with Collector's Vault. That would be 5, 6, 7 mana. And that means one go for the throat. You know what? Let's go like this. This is like the midway version, but it means that like if we get 2 creatures and they have 2 removal spells, we might die on the next turn. So that's a big deal. Man, Collector's Vault is such an insane card. Alright, show me. Okay, okay. I think we can go around it. We definitely start with the Vault and let's see what we get. Atsushi is a nice one, honestly. We need to have a land, that's for sure. I don't think we have time to cast it. Like, it's a little bit too much. So we have 2 ways to go about it. Either we Breach the Multiverse and kinda roll the dice, or we kill both of those. And force him to play something. If he played this, that means that's probably his biggest stuff. But this also has War 3. You know what? Let's roll the dice. We are going big with this deck. So let's see what's the best card we'll get from each deck. Opponent's oh boy. Oh boy. I think we go with the Terror. And a target. And then we go with the Fleshgorger. Listen, that's not bad. I cannot pay the word, so let's go for the Stomper. I could hit his face, but it's kinda risky. I think I might die. Well, I guess he had 11 damage, so it's worth a shot. You know, they don't have black, so removing Fleshgorger might be hard. So maybe we should go for the face. But I think we can just cast Etali, get some more creatures, and Terror of the Pigs should kill them anyway. And oh boy, I have a strong feeling. Oh right, I burnt all the treasures. Right. So they cannot block this, and they cannot block this. Let's go. And by they cannot block this, I mean that they can. Alright, change of plans. Change of plans a little bit. And now I think we pay the ward. Because now they need to solve 2 huge creatures and I'm not sure if they can. Man, the ward is so brutal on this creature. Like it's 5 mana removal, but we get really ahead. And with the lifelink we don't care about, you know, racing anymore. Man, that was close. I think we got this. Especially that we have Etali, one of the best plays. Yep. And with this we should be able to win. But man, we still don't have a land. We still don't have a land. Alright, let's go and win the game. They cannot block everything. And also 3 damage to the... And Terror of the Pigs is a nice addition to the deck. Maybe we should consider it. Man, it was rough. This was exactly this guy's strategy, and we got it first. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed those games. Man, Etali and Breach really make up for, you know, cinematic games of Magic. So I hope you really had a lot of fun. I miss playing this card. Like, this is such a fun card, especially that, you know, you have this Siphon Insight thing when you are playing your opponent's win cons, especially when you have seen this Terror of the Pigs game. Definitely shows you how powerful this can be, and you can make some combos on the fly sometimes. You know, we got this Jace strategy on the fly, decided deciding that we are a mill deck suddenly, or we went with Terror of the Peaks, assuming that we could, we can just hit so many creatures that we burn them directly. So that was a cool play. The deck seems to be performing decently. We didn't play a lot of games, but we ranked up with Diamond in this one, and I'm not super surprised. Like, I tried to make it a pretty solid deck. Like, you can see that you have quite a lot of early games, so you don't super rely on this one sweeper or this one sweeper. Burn down the house. If you are on the draw against mono red, 5 mana is like, man, you already aren't playing the game for 5 minutes by then. So you kinda need something early, but Fleshgorger does a great job of just, forcing your opponent to start respecting your plays, because they cannot ignore it, they don't want to burn it, because it has 3 toughness on the, 3 mana play. They need Lightning Strike, which really costs them a lot of tempo, and they need to lose life, so if you follow up with the next one, it gets worse for them. Like, it really helps you stabilize. If they cannot answer it, you can ignore a lot of their damage. So this is a surprisingly strong card. Together with Virtue of Persistence, you have really good plays. I wasn't sure about the Edict, I was thinking about the 4th Go for the Throat, but we need some Planeswalker removal, and together with the Triumph, it kinda does this, to get lost thing from Azorius Control, that if they have, some annoying Planeswalker, you can probably answer it at some point. We also have Burn Down the House and Brotherhood set. We didn't really use the Caverns of Swords, but this is a huge tool against control decks, as we all know, and against the control deck we just couldn't draw it in time. We drew it after we played the Etali, and you can see that this card together with Breach just gives you so much value. It's multiple cards in one, and one of them is at least 7/7. You can get Breach the Multiverse into Etali, into Fleshgorger, and this is so much power, man. Most decks cannot keep up with this kind of tempo, and usually you have more than one 7-drop. We're pretty heavy on them, 8 is a lot. So I really enjoyed the deck, I'll be honest. Like, I thought it would be, like, a little bit meh, but after playing with it, man, I had a lot of fun. It seems to be able to beat basically all of the meta decks, and yeah, you just need to correctly roll the dice. Probably the big thing about the whole deck is big score, because this is the best card. We don't have another big score anymore, so we kinda need to rely on 4 of those. That's why you have all those Celestus, Vaults. I also wanted to go with Atsushi because it can create 3 treasure tokens, so even though you normally don't need the 3rd one, maybe you're missing a land drop. So if you play this on turn 2, it kinda can do the job as the big score does. And in the worst case, you can always draw 2 cards if you are whiffing on the value. So I think it's a good addition. It's a little bit, clunky, but when it works, it really does the job for this deck. So I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun watching the video. So thank you guys as always for, being here supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. So if you are watching the channel every day, like, huge thank you for you. You are the man. All right, so let's go. Let's go into games. Man, that's a habit. Thank you guys for watching, and see you tomorrow.